Aaron, maybe not the way you draw it up with Reyes scoring there, the way he scored, but ultimately got it done. Just what's going through your mind as you're watching that play unfold in the eighth?
So I'm right in the sight line of Pasquantino. I saw it kick off his glove, but I had no depth perception of knowing if it's in the outfield, if he's going to be able to retreat it. And then I saw Pablo stop halfway, and I was like, oh no! And then we're still able to score. So we'll take it. You know, we only scored one run tonight, obviously. I thought we had a lot of good at-bats. Like, a number of guys in the lineup stung the ball. We just couldn't break through, and some good at-bats there off Urseg to punch through. What's
the reaction like when he gets back to the dugout, only run scored in the game in the fashion in which it was scored in the eighth?
Yes, excited, especially in that way. You know, you get a rain delay, it's getaway night, like, you know, to grab a run right there, you know, especially Pablo, you know, him starting it off, you know, lead-off hit and coming around to score. I think we're all excited for him.
Will Warren out there to start. You kept him out there after the delay, 28 minutes. What was the limit where you were no longer going to go to him? And overall, what did you think of what he was able to do tonight?
Yeah, I thought he was really good. A little bit longer. I felt good about sending him back out. You know, he had a fairly low pitch count. He was active, you know, during the delay. So we weren't at that point yet, and but I was going to keep him a little shorter. I wasn't going to give him a long leash there in that inning, and I was going to go to Timmy almost certainly there for Pasquantino. But I thought he was really good. I thought he was sharp tonight. I thought his fastball was excellent. Yeah, another good one to finish off a really good series.
What can you say about Pablo this year? You saw a lot of him in spring training, like him, hasn't played a whole lot, and for him to have a moment like that.
Yeah, really happy for him because, you know, he's a good player and he can swing the bat, and he hasn't got the opportunities just because, you know, guys have been healthy, and then, you know, I've kind of leaned on Peraza as that backup kind of with the infield. So, you know, he's capable of that, and, you know, I felt good about him leading off that inning. I know he's, you know, he hasn't had a lot to show for it yet offensively, but I believe in the bat. And a really good at bat off Urseg to start us off there going the other way. And, you know, he's always ready. He's always supportive teammate, and just happy for him to have a really big hand in this one. And I thought he did some really good things on defense tonight, too. You know, that's kind of the untold thing tonight, too, is the defense. You know, Peraza made a couple plays at third that were outstanding. Pablo did some really good things at second with the shuffle. The relay throw to third was excellent. It just ran into the runner. So some really good things defensively in a game where, obviously, one run did the trick.
Was that as good as we've seen Williams?
I thought last night was really good. Yeah, tonight was pretty sharp, though. You know, and to go through the heart there, two tough lefties too, and Salvi, real clean, real efficient. But I thought last night was similar.
Aaron, you were talking about the defense. Did you think there was any way Volpe was getting that throw over there in the seventh?
Because Salvi was the batter runner, you know, I figured maybe we had a chance, but a phenomenal play, and whether that was on the heels of Pablo's play or not,
Before,
but
and
then it was Pablo. So two really good plays there to set us up that inning.
Maybe very quietly to some people, you guys are having a really excellent season defensively. I know there's been a couple games where there's been some errors, but a lot of games where it's been really clean and good plays too. What's your thoughts on the defense this year?
Yeah, excellent. I mean, even go back to last night. I mean, those plays Grish made, you know, those are elite plays, you know, in what ends up being a tight ball game. So, you know, with what Belly does out there, I think Judgy's having a great year in right, and obviously Volpe in the middle of things. So, yeah, you know, and obviously love our catchers. So, feel like that's helping us win a lot of games too.
What do you make of your dominance over this Royals team this season?
I don't know. Maybe good timing. They're a good club. They're not easy to score against, especially. Put together a couple good series against the baseball.
Did you end up having Jazz available tonight?
No.
Did he not respond well to
the... He did, but trainers had him down as emergency only. So made it a little there challenging in the eighth there. You know, I could only could only kind of go with one bullet there. So Pablo getting a start off was good. I'm hoping Jazz is, whether he starts or not tomorrow, I would expect him to either start or at least be a player off the bench.